The WNBA just can't get out of their own way. The WNBA, the gift that keeps on giving. After Caitlin Clark clearly embarrassed Angel Reese, well, Angel Reese embarrassed herself, it looks like the WNBA has gone out of their way to ban Sophie Cunningham. Yep, that's right. They are looking to ban all things Sophie Cunningham, and they did it in Atlanta at State Farm Arena, and we have got to get into it because there's a mother and a daughter who she spent $2,000 on these tickets, and they were threatening to throw her out. They were kicking out Sophie Cunningham fans, all types of stuff. We got to get into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit the bell notification, hype the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into things. We're going to start right here with Fox News before we get into all of the things that took place at the arena yesterday, which is crazy. Here it says, courtesy of Fox News, Sophie Cunningham's name has been banned from the WNBA subreddit, and users who question the restriction risk getting banned themselves. The moderator on the WNBA subreddit confirmed that content using Sophie Cunningham's name is being filtered out because it tends to bring out trolls and people who aren't fans of the W. Cunningham has been the center of controversy after taking a stand against biological males in women's sports, and as the league itself struggles to specifically define what a woman actually is as it pertains to WNBA eligibility. So Sophie Cunningham, you can't use her name on Reddit, is banned, all types of stuff. In the WNBA parlance, at least, you can't use it. Now, we have to get to this right here. Here it says, police shut down a gathering in Atlanta before the Atlanta versus Indiana game. People came to celebrate Sophie Cunningham and to stand up for the protection of women in sports, okay? It says, I spy feminists, conservatives, everyone from every background showing up to support the protection of women in sports, okay? So this is what they had going on, right? You got all these bunch of people out there basically with their shirts on and stuff saying they love Sophie Cunningham fans, people supporting Sophie, right? Now check this out, and this is a video that we're going to get to. Okay, here it says, breaking. This mother and daughter paid $1,000 per ticket to attend today's Indiana Fever versus Atlanta Dream game in State Farm Arena, specifically to see Sophie Cunningham, a woman they respect and admire for taking a clear stance against biological men in women's sports. They wore XXXY shirts in support of that same message. The back of the daughter's shirt simply read, "For the girls." Okay, and basically the arena staff, the State Farm arena staff was threatening to throw them out and all types of stuff. There's a video here. Let's get into it. We got to get into this, man.
We were made to cover up our XXXY shirts at this game.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
They gave us shirts.
They gave us T-shirts
I threw mine.
during overtime and told us we had to leave.
And this is for the girls.
Or cover our shirts up. This just happened.
Where were you sitting?
Floor
4-3 row.
C.
Yeah.
Third row of floor 3.
And how much were your seats?
$1,000 each around.
Yeah. And we did nothing. Like we were
Tickets was $1,000 a ticket.
just sitting there. I didn't make signs. I wanted to make signs, but I didn't. I did nothing.
They made us put our shirts on.
I did notice during the game on the Jumbotron, they put up a woman wearing a shirt that said protect trans rights or something.
She's
the one who told on
because
us.
she was made to zip up her jacket.
So she also had a zip up. They put her shirt on, it didn't,
Yeah.
but they.
I know.
It's almost like the message was made and they said now zip it up to make it seem like they're consistent,
Yeah.
but they never were.
Yeah.
No, never are.
And why did you spend so much on tickets? Why was it important for you to be here today?
To support Sophie Cunningham and to support women in women's sports because it's just common sense.
And what's the relation here?
That's my daughter.
And are you an athlete?
I used to be until I had a bunch of knee surgery.
What sport?
I did all sorts here. I did soccer. I did all of that.
Yes.
And did this issue ever come up? Like, did a biological man ever try to play against?
No, we're from here, so it hasn't happened here
A lot.
But I can't believe that just happened
Yeah, that's
in
shocking.
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, so they were being threatened to be thrown out of the game. They were being threatened to be thrown out of the game. Pretty crazy stuff, man. Pretty crazy stuff here. Sophie Cunningham being banned in the WNBA Reddit parlance, and now you have Sophie Cunningham fans being threatened of being thrown out of games. Okay, and then here it says this just in, at tonight's WNBA Indiana Fever game, a woman's stance can be seen. They put this lady on the Jumbotron. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is during the telecast. And you see her, trans kids belong in sports. Okay, and she wasn't thrown out. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And this is the mom and the daughter who spent $1,000 per ticket, and they were threatened to be thrown out unless they put on some other shirt. At today's Atlanta Dream game, a local mother and daughter were told to cover up their T-shirts from XXXY Athletics or leave the arena. What's up with that at Atlanta Dream? This is raw. This is wild. This is making waves. This is crazy. Everybody is posting about this now.
Here's video of a local Georgia mom named Casey and her daughter Annie that were told they had to put these Atlanta Dream t-shirts over their existing XXXY Athletics t-shirts. They were told by a security guard that their shirts were offensive and they had to put on this Wellness Night t-shirt or they would be escorted out of the building. This is during overtime of the Fever versus Dream game. Here's them, you can see on the right with the t-shirts on at the tail end of the game. This is discrimination.
That's them right there with the t-shirts on. They made them put on those other shirts.
This is disgusting. Shame on you, Atlanta Dream.
Man, people are not happy with this. Everybody is posting this, man. A mom and daughter were told they had to either cover their shirts or leave State Farm Arena on account of a fan being offended. This is now the fan that they said was offended was the fan that wore the trans kids belong in sports shirt. Okay. It says this is 100% insane, ridiculous, and unacceptable. Fans of women's sports and female athletes can't publicly support women's sports and female athletes, ? This is wild. This is wild, man. The WNBA, you guys got to figure out what you guys got to just. I feel like that, but this just goes back to the poor leadership of the WNBA and Kathy Engelbert. And this is just one of the reasons Kathy Engelbert has to be fired, man. Kathy Engelbert has to go. I mean, where is she? Where is she? Kathy Engelbert's done nothing. And now y'all all over the news again. You guys are all in the news for the wrong things again. You just had Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, and now this is starting to take over the conversation. Nasty, nasty work. What says you? Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.